Helen is heading my way, and I'm trying to capture Hurricane Helen as a forecast to hit Florida today. I'm just wandering along these grounds here, showing the effect of Hurricane Helen here on a site called Lost Mountain Park here in Georgia. So you can see quite overcast here today, and I'm out here in Lost Mountain looking at the change of environment as this hurricane try to find its way across Georgia. The mountains are really foggy and the valley are dense. So we know that Hurricane Helen is here somewhere around. So I'm trying to project my camera down in the lake itself and see what kind of effect I can come up with. Chance to come out and capture what's going on with a hurricane. So this is my trajectory of what the lakes look like here from my vantage point here. It's raining today and I'm out here with my windbreaker just to capture what the lake look like here at Lost Mountain as we are preparing for Hurricane Helen to come across these beautiful fall temperature here in Georgia. If you ever get a chance to come out and see what the lake look like, just drive up here and you'll see a magnificent low pond, I call it, but they call it a lake, but it's a pond here in Georgia. That's another angle here of the lake here. Across this marvelous body of water here that called Lost Mountain Lake. So like I said, we're preparing for the storm Helen that comes up from Florida, coming up into the inner cities, inner state like Georgia. So Georgia has a coastline, but it's not that prone to hurricanes. So it happened to be raining today, and I'm out here as we prepare for this storm here called Helen. I'm a guy from the Virgin Islands, and we know what hurricane is. So this is just rain we're getting. We're not getting any wind or anything like that. As you can see, there's hardly any breeze blowing across here. We're just dripping rain. Not a massive downpour, but it's replenishing the earth. It's replenishing the ponds, replenishing all the area that requires some water. So that's what it looks like today. And I think today's the 27th of September here in Georgia. So hurricane is still on the horizon. This will be the end of hurricane, but I'm out here capturing what it looks like, the effect of Hurricane Helen on my environment. Hurricane Helen. There's a walker right here coming down the street doing the exercise. Beautiful bike trail, and this is at the Powder Spring skateboard rink here. It's Labor Day. And it seemed like because it's Labor Day, some people are out enjoying this this day. It's not unusual, but this is the day when most people picnic. But I don't seem like there's no picnic here in these areas today. That's what these grounds look like here in Powder Springs, Georgia. This is after Helen came through here. After Hurricane Helen came through here, that's what the grounds look here in Powder Springs, Georgia. This area has what we call the ball field, the playground, but it's a body of water that comes through here called the attribute, the Chattahoochee attribute. So this is a low-lying area of Powder Spring, and this is what it looks like right now after the aftermath of the storm that came through here last night. It's been raining constantly, and it stopped now, but we still have an overcast. But this is what the whole area looks like. It's flooded in here, but not as bad as it was during the 100-year-old storm. So I'm gonna find myself going back around on the other side and get a. Yeah, this place is really underwater. I'm gonna step out here in the green, on the green here, and then right here, from this vantage point, I can see this is about 4 feet high of water in here that came from the Chattahoochee River. I'm gonna walk around or drive around the other side and see what's in there in that particular area. I know in there is prone for flooding, so but this is what the aftermath of Hurricane Helen looks like here in Powder Springs, Georgia today. As you can see, it's cloudy around here. Real cloudy. Here's the city location here in Powder Springs, Georgia. So I'm not the only fool out here, but I'm getting ready to head out after capturing this area here and showing you exactly what it looks like here in this particular area here in Powder Springs, Georgia. The storm I'm going to show you the atmosphere of the area. Right across is the city. Right in here is the recreation compound. And the rain came through last night and dumped about 6 feet of water on us. So anyway, this is Powder Springs, Georgia. Something is percolating there. I don't know, the storm drain is not. Okay, here's what this area here looked like. It's kind of like it flooded because the section in here called the Chattahoochee River that comes, Chattahoochee attribute that comes through here. And what you're seeing here is water runoff from the various deposits. I'm gonna go down there and see, it seems like the river itself may have risen that contribute to this water. So I'm gonna go down there and see how that river is behaving under these circumstances here in Powder Springs, Georgia. Powder Springs, this always been prone for flooding, but today is no different. The river had hit its crest, and the water is actually protruding out from different angles here in Powder Springs area. I'm gonna walk down here by the Chattahoochee attribute that I've been to a couple days ago. It was nice and dry. I'm kind of curious to see how the river is behaving. This is where most of the water coming from this attribute right here called Chattahoochee River. I was here the other day and the water was so low, you never believe it's coming down like this. So this is where all this water comes through. I was here the other day and there was no water here. Now look at it today, coming down like yeah, this is the water here that's flowing rapidly down this stream here. If you get in that, you end up all the way down to some body of water somewhere else. But I'm just showcasing how rapid this water flowing down here. There is it, flowing down here like a whitewater raft here in Powder Springs, Georgia. Like a whitewater raft flowing down here, the Chattahoochee attribute here in Georgia. You won't know it's like this until it rains, but this is the aftermath of Hurricane Helena here across the shores of mainland of Georgia. This is it. This is Georgia flood here that I'm looking at right here today. Flood across Powder Springs, Georgia after the rain here in Georgia. Today is the September, I'm not even sure the date. I guess September 20 something, 22nd. They're giving us this massive rain here after Hurricane Helena that came through Georgia. This is it. It's a lot of water that's flowing here in Georgia. What it looks like here after the storm here. So this is a shot of the Wild House Creek after the storm here in Georgia. We're walking here, trying to get a shot of the wild attribute of this place here. As you can see, the water's flowing over here, down into this terrain here, find its way around these banks. And this is the aftermath of the rain here from Helena here. All this water here goes into an attribute called the Chattahoochee attribute, and it eventually runs into the Chattahoochee River. There's the flow of that water as it travels down outward into another area of Georgia. This is the wooded area here, and here's the to the earth, creating their own path out of here. As you can see, it's massive as it flows out of here to another location here in Georgia. It's what we call the Wild Horse Creek overflow here in Powder Springs, Georgia. This after the storm here in Wild Horse Creek here in Georgia. This is what it looks like after the storm in this pond called the Wild Creek. Calm, but the ducks are out today, so I'm just showcasing what it looks like after the storm. Still have a little bit of breeze blowing, but nothing massively, so which is good. This is Wild Creek Pond here. The day after the storm here in Georgia. The storm is going up to the Carolinas, but we had a little bit of it last night. The rain finally subsided here. From the wind seemed to be picking up, so I don't know what I mean. The storm already passed. Why is the wind picking up? I don't get that, but this is it. The Wild Creek Pond here in Powder Spring, Georgia. Take pictures after the storm. I'm out here with my GH2, capturing the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, and actually passed through Georgia, the Carolinas, Florida, and now it's heading up the coastline. So this might aftermath. I don't see too many trees down in my neighborhood or in my city, so I'm gonna just regulate my surrounding and my travel to my neighborhood. I'm not gonna go outside my neighborhood. When I say my neighborhood, my city, I'm not going to no other town because I don't know what the storm has in mind. So I'm just capturing my town, which is Powder Spring, and seeing how the whole environment is changing with the while the storm is passing through here in Powder Spring, Georgia. This is my vantage point of the creek here. Standing from this area, looking at a calm and serene area here, Powder Spring. We're in the fall weather, so I'm looking from the banks, from the northern banks of this whole entire compound. And I have an overcast day today because the sun is not coming out because of the storm. So I'm going to get closer to the banks and see what I can come up with in this compound. Yeah, that's what these banks look like here. Banks of the Wild Horse Creek part. And I'm capturing the whole entire atmosphere of today across this entire pond. I like to videotape after the rain sometime because the exposure comes out a little bit different. Nothing harsh about it. It's just it has a different look. There's a water park. There's a lot of excitement here in the summertime in this particular area called Wild Horse Creek here in Georgia. Yeah, this is what a compound looks like here from a car perspective. I'm using my GH2 camera. Yeah, GH2, highlighting the compound on my car. Let's call this place the Wild Horse Creek, which is the pond. And this is what's in here. This was in this area here. This is the aftermath of a storm, so I'm gonna just go in and come out and showcase the aftermath of a storm in Wild Horse Creek here in Georgia. Like I said, it seemed like the wind getting ready to pick up, but we will see. So I'm traveling through this compound just to showcase what's in it. There's the concession here, and there's a full-blown landscape of the park itself from this perspective. Lots of other things in here, but just showcasing the outside perimeter of what the park looks like today. There's a exquisite center. I call the word exquisite because it's sort of like a horse racing type of setup here. People come here and ride horses, and youngsters practice riding horses here. This is it. And then there's baseball diamond out there. So I'm heading back out after showcasing this place here as Wild Horse Creek. I'm in hunt of a story of aftermath of a storm, and I didn't see anything dramatic that actually took place that I will write home about. You see, I was hoping, not really, I won't say it was down trees because there was no wind, so that's why won't be no whole lot of down trees, but this is it. This is the the ducks out here. They're happy. They're happy. There they are. They're happy. The ducks are happy. There they are. They're happy. So I'm heading out of here, and gonna be shooting out of here, capturing what I can see in this particular area here called White Horse Park. Wild Horse Creek. And I always like this shot here of the creek from this perspective. It's here in the midst of the clouds. That's a good sign. After the storm, the sun came out, so I love that. I'm not sure what these things are. I guess they're platform from somewhere. Anyway, this is from this perspective here of the creek itself. So this is the creek here from my car. And it's what it looks like from my car. And I'm heading back out before the cops get me. Yeah. And in Georgia, water park here in Georgia. Yeah, water park. And I'm happy to be blessed because there's no trees down. There's no major impact as far as I can see in the neighborhood that will affect the continuation of life here. Residential area, Powder Spring. Some bright basketball court grounds here. I think it's sponsored by the Atlanta Hawks. Put this basketball court right there. The Atlanta Hawks. Some players live in the area. Funding this particular area. So that's my take of Powder Spring and its water park and its facilities that they have here that you can participate in during the summertime and have a great time when it's hot. You can come to this place called a water park here. Seven Spring Water Park here in Powder Spring, Georgia. This entrance road right here, Seven Spring Water Park. Like I said, I'm in a quest to understand what actually happened during the storm. And it's not too much happened anyway, so I'm heading out to another location. There's the neighborhood after the storm. On this side you can see down some flowers and some bushes and some, anyway, the neighborhood after the storm. Peace and quiet. Happened to be the fall weather, so that's what it looks like after the storm. The neighborhood here, an overcast day in Powder Spring, Georgia. Overcast day using my GH2 camera.